Lincoln Alexander, the ex-husband of Marissa Alexander, the case that we've been talking about for the last couple of days. I want to thank everyone on Twitter and Facebook for sending me this story and all of the journalists out there that brought it to my attention. Lincoln, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing very well. I'm remaining positive, and I'm doing what I can to continue to spread the word for multiple reasons.
Well, the word has been spread. I need you to give me a summary of what happened with this case so everybody can try to understand and wrap our minds around what happened.
A brief summary is just to say that she should have been allowed to stand her ground. She was attacked in her home in the bathroom, and eventually, as she fought her way by him, she made her way to the garage. He was supposed to be leaving with his sons. That was her understanding. The garage door didn't open. She had no choice but to go back into the house. But before she went in the house, she retrieved her gun from the glove compartment of her vehicle. And when he came towards her, he was still threatening her, threatening to kill her. And as he went towards her, she lifted the weapon and discharged the firearm into the ceiling. At no point did she aim the gun at him or his sons. That did stop the abuse, the attack, because once that gun fired off, he left the premises and then falsely reported that she aimed the gun and tried to shoot him and his kids. When the police arrived, she told the police she was in fear of her life, and also that there was an order of protection in place to prevent violence. The police documented this in the arrest record, and it's been downhill from there. It's been tough trying to convince the district attorney office that she truly was in fear, because she should have been able to use the stand your ground law. Stand your ground law.
Yeah, let me ask you this. So what happened? She went to trial, and what happened?
She went to trial. She was not successful. A jury of 6 decided she was not in fear. Some people believe because she shot the bullet into the ceiling that she wasn't in fear. Some people believe that because she went back into the house that she wasn't in fear, but that's not the case. With the domestic abuse that she took over a 1.5-year time period, there were 5 separate incidents that were talked about.
What has she been charged with?
Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon with no intent to kill. That's the official charge.
Well, I want you to stay in touch with the show, man. We're going to talk about this every week, man. I'll remind people about it every day. I know you all did you have a press conference today?
That's correct. We had a press conference to allow us and myself to be able to talk in front of the camera to get the entire message out and not just a piece of the message.
Lincoln Alexander, the ex-husband of Marissa Alexander, who set up the blog, this is how we found out about this case through you all on Facebook and Twitter. And Lincoln, I want to try to reach out to the attorneys next Wednesday during our State of Emergency segment and keep everybody up from day to day what's going on with this case. I promise you I'm going to stay on top of it. And, man, I'm a man of my word. We'll have Lincoln back on again next Wednesday to see if there's any progress, or sooner if something happens. And we've already reached out to the National Action Network and Reverend Al Sharpton to give us a hand on this, because this has got to be looked into.